Yeah, another mistake. I've been trying a lot of the Britney perfumes just because I'm kind of interested in them, and they're very cheap, they're affordable, so they're kind of easy to get and try. And I just thought I'd try Festive Fantasy. So this is, I don't know if it's called Festive because it's supposed to be a Christmas edition. It doesn't smell even slightly Christmassy, but so that's the box. Got a very shiny box, and this is pretty cool. It's got different colours in it. It does kind of look like a bauble, like a Christmas bauble. So I guess they've got that bit. But then all of them look like Christmas baubles, really, don't they? All of the fantasy line. I can't say that I'm that bothered about the fantasy line in general, and I'm definitely not bothered about these bottles. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. But I think they're, I mean, I like the Midnight Fantasy because I really like that colour, and that one's okay. But I'm just, I mean, I don't really care. I'm not really bothered about these bottles, and actually, to be honest, I'm not going to buy any more of the fantasy range because I like Midnight Fantasy, and that's like an outlier because the regular fantasy, again, like maybe if I'm trying to be super girly and trying to get some attention, because it's so sweet, it's like cupcake sweet, and occasionally it's fun to smell like a bit of a cake, but I much prefer Midnight Fantasy, and that one to me smells like a blueberry muffin, even though it's a bit shampooey. But so the reason I tried this one, partly it was like £11 or something from Luxe Perfumes, but it was compared to Midnight Fantasy, and people were saying it's kind of like a lighter version. And I thought, oh, that maybe I will like this one then, because I do quite like Midnight Fantasy. But because of the kind of shampooiness and because it smells like a blueberry muffin, I wouldn't really wear that in warm weather. So I thought, I'll try this one, see what I think. Big mistake. I don't like this at all. The notes in this: dewberry, sour cherry, plum. Middle notes of freesia, lily, jasmine. Base notes of sugar, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. And it doesn't list anything that says caramel, but I think this smells a little bit like caramel. There's something in this that I really don't like. Let me smell this. Yeah, it's got a real... There must be something about the way that the vanilla in this, is mixing with the fruits that just make it smell weird and cloying, and it's like way too sweet while also being weirdly sharp, and it's got like a burnt smell about it that makes me think of caramel. I don't like this at all. It instantly made me feel a bit sick. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it smells like a slightly caramelly vanilla from the bottle, but when you spray it you get way more of those fruits, and those fruits don't go. I think this clashes. I don't like it. It's just, yeah, this one's not staying with me. I'm not keen on this at all. I don't think it's very nice. With the original Fantasy, I can understand why people like it, but I mean, I don't want to sound rude, that one definitely smells a bit cheap. Midnight Fantasy, you can tell it's not like a very expensive perfume, but it doesn't smell as cheap as Original Fantasy. This one just straight up smells cheap. It smells so cheap, and I don't like this one at all. It's not for me, and no disrespect meant to anyone who likes it, because everyone smells things differently, but this just isn't my kind of thing at all. And it's not vanilla done in a way that I like. It's not fruit done in a way that I like. It hasn't worked for me at all, really.